Hello, sunset. You look really nice tonight. Oh my god, it's just so beautiful. The moon is gigantic. I wish I could get a video of it. Let's see if we turn around here. You can see it behind that house there. Oh, it's so cool. Anyway, we just got home from school. We're gonna get some dinner. Clarence, are you being extra needy today? Are you? Are you being a little bit pushy? Maybe just a little bit? Yeah? Let me finish my breakfast and then I'll get yours, okay? Oh, now you're just not gonna look at me. I see how it is. We are at the Allegheny Observatory. 1896. It's super cool up here. Scenic as fuck. It's a prank run, but you already knew that.
It says 1896.
A day. Open dawn to dusk. Fuck that, we're going in. Spookiest. Y'all, it's 10 to 1. I'm supposed to be dancing. It was supposed to be done here at midnight. It was supposed to be 7 miles, and then it was gonna be 9.5 miles, and I was like, that's cutting really close, but that's fine. It was 11.5 miles. I'm so tired. And things did not go according to plan, but it was a fun night anyway, but it was just not what I was expecting. So I gotta go find husband. He went all the way over to meet me for dancing, and I gotta go pick him up. So I'll go to bed. Grumpy. Is there a puppy? Is there a puppy? There she is! Hi, special girl. Hi, baby princess. Hello. Hi, let's go. Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Fox. It's Sunday afternoon. I just got home from the hospital. Yeah. It turns out I have a lot of gallstones. A lot of gallstones. Yeah, cool. Do not recommend. 0 out of 10 gallbladder problems. Not a fan, not loving it. Oh, hi. She was so mad at me when I came home because they admitted me overnight and I was not home with her. And when I just got back a little bit ago, she would not speak to me. And now I guess we're on speaking terms again. You little meatball. You little meatball. Anyway, I just took a shower, which was like the best shower ever after being in the hospital all night. I don't know if I've updated anything. I didn't feel well on Friday night. I may have updated what happened that night. After I ate dinner, I got really, really sick. It was like pressure and pain, like right under my rib cage in the upper area, the whole way across my rib cage in the upper area. And I was like just sitting at my desk. I was working on a video. I don't know when the fuck. I had a video that was like all set to go up. I was like living my best life, and then it all just came crashing down. So I did not feel well, and I had this terrible pressure, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to leave in 15 minutes for this run. Like, what am I gonna do? So because I am a runner, and we don't always make the best decisions when it comes to our bodies, what I did was I took some Tums and some Gas X to see if that helped. I tried to like stretch. I drank some pop to see if I could like, I felt like I needed to like burp, and I just couldn't burp. It was like really bad. Don't you love the fact that you subscribe to my channel, now you get to hear about chafing and now burps? It's gonna get worse from here, my dudes. It's gonna get worse from here. So yeah, so that was what day? Friday night. But I was like, I have to go for this run. Like, I can't not go for my run, and then I want to go dancing. I was like so excited for the night. So I was like, well, maybe I ate something that disagreed with me, so I will just like throw up a little bit, and if I throw up, that will like get whatever was not agreeing with my stomach out of my system. I have my hair in a towel, and I give zero fucks right now. So I made myself throw up a little bit, and that worked. That relieved the pressure, and I was like, terrific, here I go. So I went to my run. Our run was supposed to be, I thought it was gonna be 7 miles. It ended up being like 11 and a half miles. Yeah, I did think I filmed something about that, but I was not feeling 100% by the end of it, but I was like, okay, it was late anyway, so we decided not to go dancing. So came home, I had no appetite, which is not like me, and I knew something was like not right, because normally after a long run, especially at one of our night runs, I'm like, feed me like everything that's in sight, like I just am starving. So went to bed, woke up yesterday morning, my alarm went off at like 6, and I was like, oh, I should probably sleep for another hour or so because we were up late. And I just like couldn't fall back asleep. I was having like pressure in my chest again, but it was like over here. Like, this is my rib cage. Let's see, under the word Pittsburgh football. No, under the word football. This is my rib cage, and this is like the upper right quadrant of my rib cage. So it was like super fucking bloated, and I lost 2 pounds. It wasn't like I was like eating a lot or anything. Like, I didn't eat anything actually. And so I was having all this like pain right here. It's like still not like 100%, but it's pretty good now. They were like, how does your stomach feel at the hospital? And I was like, feels real good now, thanks, bro. But anyway, nice, my baby. So I like, to describe how it felt, like I was like, oh my God, I'm so bloated. I was like, I'm suck my stomach in while I'm standing in front of the mirror, and I couldn't suck my stomach in. That was quite a burp there, ma'am. Do you have a gallbladder issue that you want to tell me about? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, so I just like, it was bad. It was a bad scene, but I was like, well, I gotta go to work. What the hell else am I gonna do? So I just kind of like laid on a heating pad, and I just kind of like relaxed. Ow, that's my IV arm. Oh, I had an IV in for the last 14 hours or 16 hours, however long I was in the hospital. Cool, so where was I in the story before Layla just like jammed her claws into my IV? So I had to go to work. So the whole day I'm like, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better. Like, I couldn't eat breakfast, I had no appetite, and I was like, I need to get something, so I went and got a breakfast sandwich from Eaton Park, which is, now that I know this is gallbladder issue, was a bad idea because those breakfast sandwiches are like really greasy, like you shouldn't be eating them. Not a good idea. But I didn't know, I thought it was just like my stomach was bothering me, right? Or maybe I ate something bad. So went through the day at work, and I thought I was gonna get better, and I didn't get better. And so I was like, I'll just go home and take a nap, and then we'll go dancing. And then like my mom, who has had gallbladder issues, was like you need to go to the hospital. And my friend Reed was like, dude, you need to go to the hospital. And then my friend Steph, who had her gallbladder out a couple years ago, was like, dude, you need to go to the hospital. And I was like, it's probably if I just go home and like just run like 6 miles, just like an easy 6, just nothing. And then they were like, you need to go to the hospital right now. Go right now, leave work and go right now. So after work was done, I went to urgent care, as I thought, no big deal. They'll just be like, have you tried farting? I don't know what I thought they were gonna say. I went to urgent care and then they wouldn't even like touch me. They would not even do an exam. He was like, I hope you don't work tomorrow. And I was like, no, we're closed on Sundays. Why? He's like, because you might have to have your gallbladder out tomorrow. And I was like, well, that escalated quickly. So they said I couldn't stay at urgent care. I had to go to the ER. So I went to the ER after much like, maybe I could just sleep it off. Maybe I just go for an easy 5 miles. Maybe just 5 miles. And everybody was like, you can't just run away all of your problems. Like, you just, it's not how life works. So I did finally go to the ER. And they were like, oh, girl, we don't know how to tell you this, but you have gallbladder disease and you have it bad. And it's not good right now. And I was like, okay, but we were gonna go dancing tonight. And the nurse was like, you were going to what? And I was like, it goes until 2 and it's like 8 o'clock now. So like if you discharge me by 10, and they were like, I believe we'll be keeping you overnight, ma'am. He didn't really sound like that. He was like kind of like a nice bro. His name was Mitch. Anyway, Mitch saves the day later in this story. Just you wait. Just you wait. The story's coming. So they ran blood work and my white blood cells, there's no infection. So that's the good news. Hooray. White blood cells were all good. Red blood cells were all good. But my liver function was no bueno. It was real bad. It was real bad. And so they were like, we thought we could just maybe send you home and then have you come back to a consult, but we gotta keep you overnight for surezies. And I was like, so they didn't tell me that right away. They were like, well, but they did come and give me something for nausea. They gave me some Reglan, so that helped. But I think it gave me a headache. They said that would help with the headache. I don't know. I got a really worsening headache. It's still hanging around, just picking at my eyes. I had a bad headache. It's still hanging around. They did say I could take ibuprofen, so once I got home, I did take ibuprofen. Because they would only give me Tylenol in the hospital, and I was like, please. Also, my liver was kind of so I don't know why we were given Tylenol, but anyway. Anyway, they just gave me 1 Tylenol. It did not do shit, so I just took 2 ibuprofen. We'll see if that helps. So back to last night. So, loved the attending. She was great. Loved the nurse, he was great. Loved the resident, he was great. Everybody was great. They were all really nice, but the ER moves at a glacial pace, and especially on a Saturday night, it was even glacialier, and we were there forever. So I got there at 10 to 7, and by the time they finally got me all set up, they did me a bag of fluids, so that was nice because I was I'm super dehydrated, and I know I'm dehydrated, so they gave me a bag of fluids, so that helped. They gave me the Reglan for the nausea. And I had to do a pee sample because I was peeing out bilirubin because the stones were creating a blockage. It's cool. Little things that you never knew. Gallbladder problems? Fuck with your pee. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. So, right, so that happened. So then, I don't think they gave me any other meds at that point. And then they were they're going to admit me. So I'm like, okay, cool. Not cool, but whatever, it is what it is. So I was getting super agitated and anxious, and I was really, really worried. And finally at 11:45, this girl came in to do my transport. Now my phone battery was dying because I didn't plan on staying at the hospital. So husband had to drive home, get my phone charger, but then visiting hours were over, so he couldn't bring it back into me. So he had to get Mitch's number, the nurse, and he had to call from the parking lot. Mitch ran out into the parking lot, got the phone charger, and shipped it up in the tubes, tube it up. They have the pneumatic tubes that go throughout the hospital so you can transport meds and stuff around. So my cell phone charger arrived via pneumatic tube. And then I was really worried because the ER bed was so uncomfortable, and I was I'm gonna have to be here overnight, and I cannot get comfortable to sleep. So Then they transferred me to the other, there's like 2 hospitals that are next to each other in that area in Oakland. Presby is where I went to the ER, and then Montefiore is the other one, and that's the one that has the GI unit. So that's where they transferred me to. And I had a roommate, and she was fucking awesome. I loved her. We had like really good chats over the last night and this morning. She was really sweet, and she's had her gallbladder out before. She's got a whole bunch of issues going on. I felt really bad for her, but she was awesome, and so that was nice to have somebody to talk to, because it's just kind of like boring and waiting around. So I got my phone charger at least, so I could like charge my phone, and I could have like looked on Facebook and stuff. But once I got up into the room, I had to meet with several doctors and like tell my whole fucking story over and over again. And they're like, so you wanted to go to a long run and you didn't feel good, so your decision was to throw up so that you could feel well enough to go run? And I was like, I didn't say we were good at making decisions. I just said that we made them. So, yeah, so there was still some uncertainty over whether or not I had to have surgery, and that was very fucking stressful because we're supposed to be leaving on this trip with my parents on Thursday, and my life, that's my dog Spot. My life, as always, what are you doing? Come here, is in shambles. Always. Always, always. So, I did talk to a couple doctors overnight, and then I did get some sleep, like, in very short, because I had an IV in, and, like, it's really hard. I found out that, like, it's actually best to have it, like, this is the most comfortable way, because I wanted to, like, stretch my arm out. That was no bueno. This was the best way to sleep, so, like, I was, like, all smooshed up like this, and that was the best way to sleep. But, so I got some sleep overnight, and then in the morning, they came and took my blood work again, and I was cleared to eat, so that meant I wasn't having surgery. So I was like, oh, that's good news, I guess. So they brought me a little applesauce, and I was able to order breakfast at 6:30 when the breakfast opened. And I was able to eat, and I've been feeling better. And then, like, after I ate my breakfast, I felt like a little, like, touch and go chancy, and I was like, oh, no, Fox, you have to get through this, and then, like, the pain just disappeared, and I was like, okay, did a stone just disappear? Did it go somewhere? Did it move? I don't know how this all works. Everything I know, here's TLDR, everything I know about gallbladders I learned from the Awkward Yeti, so that's where I'm getting my references from. But anyway, long story short, even though it's like 20 minutes past that point, finally they said they were going to discharge me today. They said I could go home, and they were like, unless, you know, we could like keep you here if you want to have the surgery like right away. And I'm like, I gotta go to work tomorrow, and also we want to go on this trip. So there was a really nice resident, Dr. Shane was his name, I think. Something like that. Yeah, he was really, really nice. And he was like, oh my God, I totally understand, like, you know, your dad's sick and you want to go on this last trip with him. And like, I was like, yeah, that's kind of the thing. He's like, okay, well, I think you'll be okay. I think you can put it off as long as you go within a month. And so that was what they decided. So I have 4 weeks to get my gallbladder out. This means a lot of things. Number one, I can't pace M for Burning River, and I'm so upset about it. I am so upset about it. Like, number two, I can't run at all for 4 weeks after it. Number three, I have to try to hope that I can schedule it around my work schedule, or I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, because they said it's like an easy procedure. It's gonna be laparoscopic, it's gonna be outpatient, same day. They suggested I try to go on like a Thursday, and then she said, if you go on a Thursday, you'll have the weekend, you'll be back to work on Monday. And I was like, well, if I go on a Thursday, I'm off until Wednesday, so that gives me extra time. But yeah, no running for 4 weeks. It's gonna be a rough 4 weeks around these parts. So, my mom gave me the name of her surgeon that she really loved. My mom, like, if there's gonna be a complication, my mom's gonna have that complication, and she did really, really well with him, so she gave me his name as a reference. So I think that's who I'm gonna schedule with. Yeah, it's been a stressful situation. I'm feeling like pretty good. They did call in some nausea meds for me, so husband is down at the store picking that up for me right now. I don't really need it right now, but I have to do a low-fat diet, and so that's something I really need to, like, work on. And we're gonna be on vacation, and I'm like, I have to do a low-fat diet while I'm on vacation. But we're gonna be up in New England, and I really like seafood, and so, like, maybe I'm just gonna stick to, like, I can still have a little bit of fat, but I have to be, like, really careful with it. because fat is what sets off the gallbladder and makes the gallbladder angry. So, and my good friend Abby just had her gallbladder out in March, and so I was like texting with her this morning and like asking for advice and stuff, and she was like, I was telling her the whole story, and I was like, so then I like threw up so that I could go for my, she said, Fox, you did what? And I said, well, I threw up because I had to go for my run. I couldn't skip my run. And she was like, that's not okay. So, oh, good times. I do have a family history of gallbladder situations. As I mentioned, my mom had hers out, and it was like a really serious situation. Like, she was like super infected, and they had to like take it out. They were going to take it out in the middle of the night, like when she went into the hospital, because it was so bad. But then they decided it was actually so bad they had to give her 24 hours of antibiotics first, so it didn't like cause her to go septic. So I have no infection. They said I don't have any thickening, I don't have any sludge, which sounds really sexy. But I do have some stones kicking around, doing their thing in there, which is not making the body a happy place to be. So we can go on vacation as long as I don't eat cheeseburgers, hot wings, and sausages. I didn't ask about French fries. But I have to keep my fat under a certain limit, which I have to look up, because they were like, we're not sure, because I said I track macros, so like I can do this, like if you just tell me what I need to do, I can do this. And they were like, well, we're not really sure, but I said I'll just look it up on like Mayo Clinic's website or something like that, or the Gallbladder Association website. So this is my life, welcome to it. It's always a shit show, but the end result is that they sent me home. I have 4 weeks to schedule the appointments. I'm gonna call tomorrow to schedule, and I'm okay to go on vacation. They think as long as I just watch my diet and try to like limit my stress, that I should be good. So that's the update. And I'm allowed to run between now and having the surgery, but not for 4 weeks after the surgery. So here I am. I lived through the tale so far, and I have much more excitement. So follow me for my gallbladder journey as I kiss it goodbye into the great beyond. I've named it Lil GB. That's what I've named it, Lil GB, Lil Gallbladder. I'm gonna say goodbye soon. It's been a wonderful 38 and a half years, my dude, but it's time for you to go. You don't have to go home, Lil GB, but you can't stay here. You're gonna get your legs insured because they're so nice? Where you going, baby girl? Where you going, baby girl? We're going down to the point. The boys are meeting us here. The boys coming. Uh-oh. Where's your boyfriends? Huh? Where's your boyfriends? Are they coming? Well, meatball. We're gonna get their pictures taken. Danielle is, I think, parking somewhere. She's got the 3 boys. Come on. Come on. Good girl. We're going to get some nice pictures of them. Hopefully it won't thunderstorm on us like it did the last time that we tried to do this 2 years ago. You being good? Oh, hey! It's your auntie! Hey!
The thing happened is that I was over there sitting before you walked up, and I was like, is that Layla Grace?
It is! Hi! It's your Auntie Allie! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh wow! Oh dear! Look at all these dogs! There's so many dogs here right now. Whoa! Whoa! Hi! Hi! Come on, baby. We're almost there. Come on. Come on. Go with the boys. Go find the boys. You are so... Did you get fat since the last time we wore this dress? I swear this dress used to fit. Hello, beautiful. There's everybody together. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're going for walkies. Oh yeah, little herd of dogs. Tiny herd of tiny puppies. Look at her motoring. Hello, humans of the earth. It's 6 o'clock on Wednesday night, and I am officially on vacation.
School? Are we going to school? Are you ready? Are you ready to go to school? Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go, come on. Okay, come on, let's go, come on. Come on, come on. Layla, we have to go. Oh my goodness. Come on, come on, let's go. Good girl. Good girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's go, come on. See your friends. There we go. There we go. Well, good evening, everybody. It's just a few minutes before midnight on Wednesday night, and I'm closing out the blog here. I decided to close it out here instead of on Tuesday, so that way the vacation starts the new blog tomorrow. So I have so much to do. I'm really stressing about it. I'm just trying to rest my mind, go to bed, get up, get started on the thing. We leave tomorrow evening. I will surely check back in before then and during then. So thank you so much for watching. I know this has been a weird week with me being in the hospital, but thank you for hanging around through all of that. So subscribe if you're new here. And as always, please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I will see you in my next video.